Waves truly is and in every way that really matters neighborhood heap of especially decentralized open source developments for the creation of flexible sort of simple to basically comprehend applications which fundamentally by and large is genuinely huge in an unobtrusive manner. It basically explicitly is a multi-reason blockchain stage that enables NFTs DAOs and in every practical sense other new game plans associated with sort of electronic developments or so they basically thought in a significant manner. Being a splendid understanding first stage waves explicitly generally allows the improvement of new dApps with their especially kind of own tokens that most certainly are the patterns of the base structure in an in every practical sense fundamentally significant way or so they in a real sense thought one of the especially chief advantages of waves outrageously is its flexibility as it basically allows it to cultivate commonly kind of speedy at a very negligible cost in an especially most certainly significant manner lovely in spite of mainstream thinking explicitly the endeavors similarly vary attempts to fundamentally truly be eco-obliging and manages having a unimportant carbon effect which basically for the most part is very huge it for the most part by and large is similarly interpolable and can generally truly be actually fundamentally moved over to various conditions. Waves quite was somewhat really shipped off in 2016 by Ukrainian Imagine specialist Alexander Ivanov in an unpretentious manner in a significant way. The assignment held one of the very certainly essential starting coin commitments in the crypto space, which raised about 16 million genuinely. In spite of prevalent thinking during the ICO waves, actually especially, has stepped 100 million tokens, from which around 85 million, sort of were fundamentally passed on to the individuals in an unobtrusive manner, the very lovely different coins for the most part were put something aside for bug bounties fundamentally early monetary patrons engineers and imperative associates, fundamentally certainly in opposition to prevalent thinking. Which basically is very critical. The stage uses its sort of own programming language, required all expectations and purposes by and large ride, and moreover, a changed confirmation of stake show named Lisedpos, which certainly especially is genuinely critical in a sort of enormous manner. Since it's particularly ship off the stage explicitly has gone through a truly sort of couple of changes and sort of got new sort of in every way that really matters features to develop its kind of remarkable arrangement in an unobtrusive manner. Certainly waves basically is the kind of neighborhood identification of the endeavor used for the really standard portions, including the block rewards, which generally is genuinely critical in a truly significant manner. Token holders save the honor to manage the stage and in every way that really matters pick the movements to the show in a truly significant manner. The approvement of any changes expects more than 80 of the votes to sort of basically be strong of it in a significant manner, which generally is genuinely huge in October 2019 waves. Coins holders for the most part fundamentally ruled for the dare to move from a fixed to a deflationary token. And that suggests that the amount of tokens will increase over the kind of in every practical sense long run, which in a real sense, essentially is genuinely critical, in a sort of significant manner. Waves sort of live worth diagram waves coin especially, as one of the most extraordinary shows in 2022, up until this point, which especially is very huge, or so they generally thought moreover. It essentially really has been in solid areas for a beginning from the very outset of 2020 amazingly, which is very huge the past spring the by and large lovely token went up from the very truly principal multi-day stretch of April, but especially stayed around 36 just for around 14 days, and a while later in a real sense especially went down as the crypto market started to generally for the most part turn negative, which really is genuinely huge, till the beginning of August 2021, Waves coin basically explicitly was over its not unexpected, yet not going most certainly higher than 168. Amazingly regardless from the focal point of August the situation started to change, and the asset started to fundamentally gain regard successfully, which in every way that really matters all things considered is very critical, directly following coming to 262 on August 14, and really went for a sort of lovely short modification, and basically generally continued to foster in an unpretentious manner in a quite large way on September 3rd, the waves in every practical sense really token came to 30 and a short time. Later certainly went up to the level of 32 14 days sometime later or so they basically thought, which all things considered is very critical. Close to the month's end the worth basically sort of dropped to 22 and started to recover simply in the beginning of October. Sort of in opposition to prevalent thinking on October 13th, the coin cost came to 32.27 in a genuinely significant manner in an unpretentious way. As the market flipped essentially regrettable waves in like manner cold generally stay aware of its circumstance and actually in a real sense went to a predictable downtrend that for the most part persevered till the completion of February 2022 when the all things considered certainly token in every practical sense and a real sense was trading around 89 to 95 or so they sort of thought, which in a real sense is genuinely critical. Close to the beginning of spring, the waves genuinely token essentially generally was trading earnestly bullish incredibly, according to the market. Trained professionals waves then in a real sense went to the healing stage, which certainly in a real sense is seen as one or the very truly other level or an irregular change, or so they actually especially thought in an especially huge manner during the exceptionally in every practical sense last week, waves gained 61 of its worth, which sort of is genuinely huge amazingly, as of genuinely lovely late waves, sort of had a crazy bullish siphon where it all things considered really showed up at another record-breaking exceptionally in every practical sense high of 59.13 on for the most part fundamentally walk 30 and subsequently explicitly lost 11 of its worth increased to a cure in a buy and large significant manner waves kind of lovely specific assessment disregarding the way that 100 exact especially concentrated assessment for waves computerized money in every practical sense sort of isn't exactly possible on this excellent kind of particular assessment gadget by TradingView. You can entirely all expectations and purposes see the ceaseless amassed waves exchange rating for pick time frame in a huge manner. The framework for Wavisist relies upon the most especially kind of popular really concentrated pointers, moving midpoints oscillators and pivots waves worth assumption underneath. We generally have for the most part in every practical sense assembled the most essentially especially strong expense projections for waves from fundamentally renowned check stages, waves worth assumption for 2022. As of the completion of 2022 waves, cost assumptions certainly especially remain commonly sure with some examination, genuinely encouraging the expense at about 500